Herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge unseres NBA 2K15 Let's Plays. Ich bin Rektalyn, ihr schaut Weplaygamesforu. Nur heute kommt die Folge etwas später als normal. Kommt davon, wenn man blöde Schicht auf der Arbeit hat. Na komm, Junge, zieh! Okay, läuft. Gehen wir direkt ins nächste Spiel. Oh, gegen Nowitzki. Auf dem Bild sieht Nowitzki aus wie eine Arbeitskollegin von mir. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob das gut oder schlecht ist. So, mach mal hinne, mach mal hinne, mach mal hinne, mach mal hinne. Komm, komm. Zieh. 40, 44, 46, 51. Oh mein Gott, 60. Es geht immer schneller, immer weiter. 70. Kommen die 80, jawohl. Die 90. Und kommt die 100, die 100. Zieh. Zieh! Zieh! Junge! Ich glaube, er schafft's nicht. Oder? Doch, er hat's geschafft. Yeah, der Hein.
Live from Denver, it's the home of the Nuggets, broadcasting from the Pepsi Center. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight,
Nowitzki ist auch aufgestellt, sehr gut.
And the Nuggets on friendly ground as they continue this homestand.
Wie groß der ist, ey. Ich glaube, da merkt keiner. Volles Tier. Durchgesetzt.
So it's a delicate balance. You know, they have to regain some confidence with their attitude, with their effort. And I think.
Und ich habe gedacht, der will hier einen auf dicke Hose machen und punkten. Das habe ich aber krassen Respekt, ehrlich gesagt. Gut gemacht. Auch wenn du ein Verräter bist. Gut, Hickson. Lauf, lauf, lauf. Ach Gott. Aber wir haben eh den Ball. Passt. Nicht geschafft. Ist aber gut, dass wir da direkt im Duell sind.
Back to Nelson. Chandler with a screen for Ellis.
Schön hier rüber. Er muss gleich werfen. Er hat's gemacht. Ausgleich.
And some have felt as a scoring combo guard, Ellis would be best as a sixth man. Steve coming off the bench, what do you think?
I agree. You know, his talent.
Gut gemacht, ey.
He's really kind of a combo guard.
Sehr schön.
Matchup for a lot of players, but he's not a true point, and he doesn't have that size that you want at the two-guard spot. So to me, the six-man makes perfect sense.
Ja, Pech gehabt. Ich hätte nicht den Stil probieren sollen. Jetzt wissen wir es, dass er uns da eiskalt fertig macht.
Robinson passes to Little General. Offensive rebound.
Gott, war das jetzt ein Block oder was? Das hat ja fast ausgesehen wie ein Pass. Unglaublich.
And here comes Nelson, averaging 10 points per contest. It's Chandler high post.
Wie sie mich hier keinen einzigen Rebound machen lassen, ne? Hickson, Hickson. Foul bekommen. Nowitzki hat gefoult, sehr schön.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Hickson no good on the free throw. And to continue, Clark, what Steve was talking
Wir
about,
führen ganz gut, ey.
and an inordinate amount of fouls in that game, I recall.
Well, Kevin, they can blame the officials all they want, but when you lose as big as they did, I mean, things would have been
Scheiße.
a lot different if they had gotten all the calls.
3 Minuten noch im ersten Viertel.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Gut gemacht.
Good.
Solid
Robinson schon gute Punkte in den Viertel jetzt hingelegt.
So for Dallas, their last game a loss to the Suns.
and what stands out
Defense,
from that game,
Defense,
Clark,
Defense.
they let a lot of points
Mann, ey.
at the free throw
Das
line.
gibt's doch gar nicht.
Yep, and I think some doubt started
Die
to
hatten
creep
gegen
in as
Phoenix
well when they kept
verloren.
missing their foul shots.
Als
Guys
letztes.
seem to tighten up and start
Die
alligator
Mavericks.
arming those things.
Chandler with the rebound. The
Fuck.
Mavericks trailing.
Wird er wohl noch einen Rebound
Parsons
hinbekommen,
gets to
ey.
Chandler.
Müssen hier rüber.
Dishes to Ellis.
Ah, scheiße.
Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. Tries from 10.
Und er macht's
It's
trotzdem.
Ellis picking up the assist.
Wunderbar.
Nowitzki's got his second bucket.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
There's a good screen.
Danke
Robinson
dir.
passes to Little General. Puts it up from 12.
Und er sitzt. Jawohl. Sau nice.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8
Eine
from the
Minute
field,
46
shooting
noch.
over 62%. 139 left to play in the first quarter.
Oh,
He gets it to
scheiße, ey.
go.
Das sind so gute
8
Schützen.
points for Monte Ellis.
Hoffentlich werden wir nicht ausgewechselt.
Platoon swap here on the floor. And it is
Werden wir aber.
ready for Dallas.
Komplette Mannschaft raus.
Oh, he can. Let's get it.
You're up. Let's go.
Okay, Coach, alles klar. 23 Sekunden vor Schluss. Wir sind mit 4 Punkten in Führung, aber nicht im Ballbesitz.
Harris outside. Feeds it to Parsons.
Die Animationen sind schon klasse, ey. Wenn man so mal drauf achtet in Ruhe.
And Dallas again with the
Heftig.
bucket.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Okay, wir kommen rein. 3,7 Sekunden vor Schluss, ohne Anweisungen. Werden hier wahrscheinlich auch überhaupt nichts mehr machen.
Puts up a prayer. Can't hit.
Macht nix.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going.
Zum Defensiv-Rebound gehen.
Steve and Clark
Okay, das machen wir.
And I like what they've done
Ich
offensively.
eigentlich schon
Really
vorher
attacking
vorgehabt,
them,
aber
getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the
Danke
hoop
dir.
and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
Fuck it.
Little General, he's in at power forward. Austin out
Schlechte
here at 4.
Wurfauswahl auch.
Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Fareed in at the center.
Hätte ich mir
filling
fast
out the
denken
middle.
können.
That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin.
Gut,
Little
Stil.
General in the last game against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He dropped in 15
Und ein Foul.
and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
Anweisung abgebrochen. Wir bleiben aber im Team.
To take away from that game, clearly, Steve.
Yeah, he played a huge role.
Ah, hat uns Nowitzki nass gemacht.
Are always important, but I thought he was particularly good that night.
Yeah, he was very solid. Just really locked in, engaged,
Scheiße.
on task. Solid performance tonight.
And the Nuggets making a change.
Macht
here.
er einfach einen
A foul
Dreier.
is checked
Das
in.
ist so ein Tier.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game, guys. They weren't closing out on the perimeter
Das
shooters.
gibt's doch gar
They
nicht.
were allowing people to
Der tut
get
uns so
into
gut
the paint,
verteidigen.
score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing. No doubt
Scheiße.
about that. They let an opponent shoot. A
Okay, wir
really
müssen
high
irgendwie zu
percentage.
unserem Spiel kommen.
That's
Alles
gotta
andere
be a concern
Schwachsinn.
going forward. Chandler Parsons, really a nice fit in Dallas. He gives them a much-needed three-point shooter alongside Nowitzki. And he also has the athleticism and ball-handling ability to slash inside and create shots for others.
For 3, Lawson. And again, Denver, no good. The Mavericks
Gibt's gar
lead.
nicht, ey. Wie der einen ausboxt.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively.
Wow.
Really moving.
Tell you what, coaches love to
Der
see
hält
that
sich
guy
auch nicht mit dem Rebound auf.
Getting after it on the offensive board, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Now, coaches love to see the hustle, but the fans love to see the dunk.
Fareed dishes to Chandler. The pass to Little General.
Gut. Farid hat uns gerettet.
Strong rebounding and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Okay, Pfiff. 2 Punkte Unterschied. Wir bleiben drinnen. Keine anderen Anweisungen, oder? Doch? Nee, keine Anweisung.
Robinson is subbed in for Ty Lawson. The Mavericks also with a sub. Nelson's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Okay, wir müssen gucken, dass wir wirklich teamdienlich spielen.
He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan.
Scheiße, ey.
He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Pass to Little General. Shot clock at 6. No good. The Mavericks going the other way now.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Machen zu viel selbst.
With the fadeaway. Again, the Mavericks
Okay, okay. Kriegen das hin. Noch 2 Minuten 55 im zweiten Viertel.
He's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a
Foul.
superstar.
Aber es nützt uns nichts, ey. Selbst kommen hier irgendwie überhaupt nicht dazu, Rebounds zu machen, oder hast du nicht gesehen? Ärgert das ein bisschen. Oh, fuck it. Ach komm. Halbzeit. Und wir gehen unter. Ach du Scheiße, ey. Oh Mann.
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better basketball than we played in the first half. Our movement on the perimeter has been way too slow. We haven't had an open three-pointer all day, and that's why we're not making any of them. Make them work harder to take that shot away from us. Our entry passing has also been sharp. Our feeds into the post have been on the money, and we've turned those into a lot of points at the bucket. I'm sure we can all agree on one thing. We need to start letting it fly. Let's open things up and cut into that lead with a little instant offense.
Okay.
There better be no backing down. I want to see just as much effort for the rest of this game as if it was the first game of the season.
Ich denke ja, dass wir ganz schön aufs Maul bekommen werden.
Isn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Comeback hört sich gut an.
Nowitzki has been playing really well. 18 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another.
Jawohl.
On the floor for Dallas. Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward.
Das ist genau der richtige Start für uns jetzt in die zweite Halbzeit. Jetzt müssen wir nur gucken, dass wir das mit der Defense auch ordentlich gebacken bekommen.
Right wing. Nowitzki gets a wide open look.
Scheiß doch drauf, ey.
And that's now 21 points for Nowitzki. Denver shooting
21 Punkte in einer Halbzeit, ey.
Robinson kicks to Aflalo. Back to Robinson. Pass to Gallinari. Denver passing it around. Robinson passes to Little General.
Scheiße. Muss aber werfen.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Scheiße, ey.
Parsons gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Fuck, ey.
Dallas will take possession.
Wieso ich? Ich hab den nicht als letztes berührt, die Spackis, Mann. Es war ein geblockter Wurf. So lächerlich.
Dallas has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Nelson with it. Robinson picks him up. Puts it up from 12. Nelson.
Jawohl, Glück gehabt.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ellis against the Flalo. Pass to Little General. And Little General gets the whistle.
Willst du mich verarschen?
That's his first foul.
Oh, fuck it, ey.
For Monte Ellis.
Leck mich
How
doch.
last month turned out for him. averaging about
Die
15
kriegen
points,
gegen Nowitzki
3
keine Schnitte.
assists, and 4 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an every
Toll, ey.
Move
Weggeblockt.
the needle
Kacke.
another notch higher,
Wenn es erstmal scheiße
Their
läuft, dann
offense
läuft
is
doppelt
flowing.
scheiße,
It's
ne?
clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Well, you talk about the great European players in NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki, Steve, has to be right at the top of the list.
Foul bekommen.
Well, without question, and another distinction.
Roten Punkt gemacht.
He's possibly the greatest 7-foot shooter in basketball history.
Jawohl.
I think
Extra
he
Punkt
is.
auch drin, ne?
And then with that high release, you know, his jumper is about the closest thing to an unblockable shot as we've seen, you know, since maybe the sky hook back in the day.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Foul von Hickson.
You wonder when you look back at it, just how significant a win.
Na, dann
Dirk
darfst
had
du ihn
when
mal
he was
werfen,
able to
Junge.
get this championship ring.
Guys, you can tell how much it meant to Nowitzki to win that 2011 title. Validation and winning again. Really
Mann,
now
ey,
his
was ein
motivation
Tier.
as he continues
Zwei
to
Würfe
play.
gehen auch
Well,
locker.
he said at this age, for him to keep playing at a high level, it takes tremendous dedication year-round. I mean, he needs to feel that they can contend to keep himself going.
They get it back. The shot by Hickson, no good.
Fuck. Zu wieder
The
zurück.
Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the
Bloß
field.
nicht
Pretty good start
demotivieren
to the
lassen. Schlimmste, was passieren kann.
half. Lets a floater go. Here's Chandler, and he was fouled.
Okay, ich hab gefoult.
Free throws now for him.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and
Ich hätte nicht
earned
hüpfen
those
sollen, dann hätte ich den Ball in der Hand
He's getting his
gehabt.
first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gut, nicht getroffen, das ist doch schon mal nicht schlecht.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every year.
And he sinks the
Scheiße,
second.
ey.
Well, guys, the Mavericks have made the most out of this run since they've had Dirk Nowitzki. A strong team for so long because they never tore it down.
Man, there were times they could have. I mean, you have to respect that mentality that, you know, they've maintained their unity, their continuity, and as long as you have Dirk, you know you can put pieces.
Schönes Foul.
That's what the Mavs have
Jetzt musste
always
nur
done.
treffen.
Boy, J.J. Hickson was drafted into the NBA after just one season at NC State. He's rounded into a
Oh,
quality
fuck
player.
it, ey.
Strong rebounder. He's got great activity at both ends.
Nowitzki wird
Has a
ausgewechselt, sehr
decent
schön.
mid-range touch as well, and
Zweiten hat er
he
wenigstens
finishes, he
getroffen.
does so with power.
Brandon Wright's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. And for J.J. Hickson, an athletic, physical player, certainly, Steve, he fits with the Nugget style, it seems.
So yeah, the way they come at you in
Waren kurz dran.
in waves,
Schon mal
you know,
gut.
all those, big men offensive rebounding.
13 Sekunden
That's a
haben
good
sie noch.
fit, but, you know, he had to deal with
Jetzt
that
müssen sie
ACL
die
tear,
Offense neu
back
organisieren.
in March of 2014. So he's just rounding back into shape and trying to find his explosion again.
Mann, der Schiedsrichter hat auch alle Zeit der Welt, ne?
Here's Nelson. Wright sets a screen for Nelson. Nobody near Parsons.
Fuck.
The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got assist number 8 here. in this
Ich denke, ein
one.
Hauptproblem ist diese ganze Social-Media-Sache auch, von wegen Vertrauen vom Team wieder aufbauen und so. 100 Pro. Okay, Defensiv-Rebounds wieder mal.
And of course, Denver, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Seeing where the Mavericks are, they've just been having an outstanding season. I mean,
Rebound.
no other way to describe it.
Und gepunktet.
Making strides
Sehr
in
gut.
the stands and playing excellent basketball.
And they've got to like their position as they approach the postseason, playing their best basketball of the year right now.
He feeds it to Wright. It's Ellis on the wing. Wright with a screen on a follow. And it's Ellis penetrating. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Wir müssen einfach cool bleiben.
To a Flalo. Here's Little General.
Super, Hickson.
Guarded by Wright. And the shot is good. Hickson's got 7.
Wunderbar.
They're on their heels every
Ich
time.
habe ein bisschen, gerade habe ich ein gutes
Ball
Gefühl.
continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Scheiße, so viel zu dem Thema. Und schon kriegen wir jede Menge abgezogen.
Well, guys, Dirk Nowitzki has a game that certainly should age well. He said standing in the corner shooting a 3-ball will never be a problem. It's the preparation you have to do every
Lawson
summer.
hat gefoult.
Once I get
Oh,
tired
es
of that,
gefällt ihm
it'll
nicht.
be over quick.
Verständlich.
Put in a lot of work at this age to still perform at a high level. A pretty honest assessment, guys.
A great work ethic, Doris, and he holds himself to that standard all the time. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Fareed's checked in for Hickson.
Schön gewechselt.
Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And it's Foy in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Dallas.
Oh Mann, macht er auch noch die Punkte.
Felton comes in for Ellis. And Harris subbed in for Nelson. The Nugget shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Lawson.
Gut, Lawson.
And a pick flick. He lays it in. Lawson's got his first points in this one. Mavericks have gone.
Ist auch erbärmlich irgendwo, wenn das jetzt die ersten Punkte wirklich waren, die er gemacht hat.
Harris with it. Now Lawson defending. Harris dishes to Parsons. Back to Harris. He kicks it to Daniels. 5 on the clock. From 13. Denver grabs the miss. Little General's got his 4th rebound in this one. Chandler kicks to Lawson.
Ty Lawson somewhat
Okay,
undersized
gefoult.
point guard position at 5'11", but he makes up for it with his strength and he really competes
Komm, Lawson.
defensively. He is not easy to push around.
Alter, du musst doch wenigstens werfen können.
Good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
There's just certain shots he can't get to.
Hoffentlich kommen wir im letzten Viertel direkt rein.
Get up. You're going in.
Okay, 15 Sekunden vor Schluss wieder. 23 Punkte liegen wir zurück. Ist eigentlich ganz in Ordnung gelaufen. Defense, 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 Defense. Aber die Frage ist, ob wir das schaffen, noch aufzuholen. Gut, Lawson. Oh nein, noch ein Dreier. Scheiße, ey. So, State Farm Assist of the Game. Ja, der war toll. Keine Anweisungen.
This wasn't his only assist, folks. 9 assists on the night over the course of the game from Nelson.
Kevin, it's been one great pass after another for him. Just a huge amount of scoring.
Oh nein, ich hab ihn einfach durchgelassen, ey.
By his court vision.
Egal was ich mach's falsch im Moment.
Harris is out there with Foy. Then it's Moskov, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Danke dir.
Here's Little General. Rebound by
Scheiße.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Fans sagen's, Defense.
Now Felton. Daniels dishes to Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot by Crowder.
Rebound. Chandler.
Miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Here's Little General. It's blocked.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing. Well, the old days of
Foul.
dollar luxury
Gibt's doch gar nicht, du Idiot.
Punitive luxury tax, really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, and revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
And good on the second.
30 Punkte, ey. Werden wir so kaputt gebasht. 5 Minuten noch.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to
Jawohl.
paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Felton kicks to Daniels.
Aufpassen hier.
Screen by Smith. Back to Felton. Wide open.
Oh, Mann.
By Daniels.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Foy kicks to Harris. Chandler outside. And there's the pass to Little General. That one off the back iron and out.
Wieso denke ich auch überhaupt, dass ich den treffen kann? Keine Ahnung. Vielleicht, weil ich blöd bin.
Now the dish to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Wir gehen noch unter 10. Lächerlich. 3 Minuten 40.
All the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Harris outside. Pass to
Danke dir.
Little General. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Mozgov. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Stil und ein Foul.
Little General's been doing 13 points and the 1 steal.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Scheiße.
Exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing. Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Jameer Nelson's checked in for Dallas.
Aufpassen.
Nelson left side.
Ach, und dann macht er natürlich auch die Punkte.
And back to the camera system you were talking about. Some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from those cameras.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how different teams are using that technology. Some teams use it to check on the
Wenn wir hier auf C bleiben, haben wir echt abgeschissen.
times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the Celtics did with Rondo. It's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount of data to process. But the trick is, you know, making it work, making it mean something.
Here's Daniels.
Zu früh gehüpft, ey.
That's his third foul.
Scheiße.
And the Nuggets with some changes.
Egal.
Lonzo G comes in for
Aufpassen.
Wilson Chandler. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Randy Ford. Lawson against Nelson. Dishes to Crowder. Kicks it to Smith. No good. Some solid defense.
Gut von G.
To the right side.
Jawohl.
Lawson with the assist. And that's 15 points for Little General.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Na, hoffentlich will ich das sein hier. On fire ist doch immer gut.
Lawson against Nelson.
Das heißt aber auch, dass wir in der ersten Halbzeit richtig scheiße gewesen sein müssen.
He dishes it to Garcia. Here's Daniels. It's good
Fuck.
from about 19 feet.
Well, it's a wrap.
1:33 noch.
In this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Lawson the pass to G. Out left to the wing.
Danke dir. Und auch der sitzt.
Little General's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Wie er sich immer beschwert wegen Fouls und so, ey.
Crushing blowout, big time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Mavericks.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout
Jawohl.
performance across the
Geblockt.
board. They were just at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play
Rebound.
with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do
Scheiße.
more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And by way of consistent adjustments in this season series,
Scheinlich
they're going to come
könnten
away
und
with
überhaupt
another
einen
victory tonight,
Ufikusch.
completing a 3-zip sweep for the year against the Nuggets.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
Kaboom!
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Yeah.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Aufpassen.
Nelson against Lawson.
Die wollen den Ball halt natürlich jetzt auch nicht unnötig verlieren, sage ich mal.
Denver, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Danke dir.
She passes to Little General. To the middle. Mozgov.
Super Mozgov.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance.
Aber es ist eigentlich noch ganz gut gelaufen für uns. Jetzt reine Solo-Stats her, meine ich.
Will kill a team.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Aber als Mannschaft war es einfach scheiße, ey. Da brauchen wir uns gar nicht schönreden oder so.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who
Gentlemen standing here.
Nee, mit dem Monster, da will ich nichts zu tun haben. Nicht so viel bekommen. Schade. Aber der Trainer war zufrieden. Aber wie hat's der Trainer gesagt in der Zwischensequenz letzte Folge? Wir müssen uns jetzt das Vertrauen wieder erarbeiten. Bis zum Ende der Saison vor allen Dingen. Totaler Blödsinn. Aber was soll's? Oha, Arena-Tunnel.
Wasn't pretty, that's for sure.
Recht hat er letztendlich. Recht hat er. Na auf, Jungs. Oha. Wieder ein Werbedeal. Da hat sogar gutes Geld gebracht, fast 500. Oder eigentlich hat er 500 gebracht, wenn ich das richtig deute. So. Na, durch die Bank eigentlich ganz gutes Interesse an uns, würde ich behaupten. Skillen wir gerade mal. Schnelligkeit, Stärke, Ausdauer, Einsatz. Wir machen Athlet. Nochmal schön was auf Danks dazu bekommen. Geschwindigkeit ist was dazu gekommen. Schnelligkeit, Sprungkraft, Stärke und Ausdauer im Allgemeinen. Ich denke, das ist okay. So, machen wir einen Cut an der Stelle. Ich bedanke mich natürlich wie immer fürs Zusehen und sage ciao, ciao, bis zum nächsten Mal.